So there's this culture of silence, right? Or toughness. Nothing gets to us as police officers and lawyers and other justice system workers. How does that, and then add on to it, there's still this stigma oftentimes in Black community, particularly for Black men, toughen up, don't cry, don't this. How does that affect their ability to seek either mental or physical health care outcomes for these Black professionals?
It is extremely difficult. You see so many individuals, just like you said, it is a stigma. It is a full, like, imaginary wall, like a blockade that is keeping you from accessing this. But when you think about it, not really seeking help and building up that stress, that tension, that frustration, feeling isolated and unsupported, that leads to exacerbation of these health conditions. That stress is affecting potential heart disease or the early stages of heart disease, the early stages of dementia, Alzheimer's, of diabetes. So, really, the fact that we are already dealing with a stigma within the Black community, and then that stigma is strengthened even further when you think about being in this law enforcement space. Um, that is an extreme issue for me because we have to start changing this, especially when we see the health disparities that are present for those that have access to these resources and not utilizing it. Because by the time you are able to utilize it, it's usually when it's too late or you're reaching that stage where you're almost there. So I think that where I am at is making sure that leaders and executives across these environments and across these spaces understand what is affecting their workforce. Because if we're trying to make sure that we are creating communities that are healthier, that are happier, that are safe, and they're protected, we can't do that when half of the workforce is dealing with PTSD, socially, feeling socially isolated, battling depression and anxiety, or having these poor health outcomes. Because you can't have a healthier community when half of your workforce is struggling.